Hey folks, welcome back to some more Fate's Granddaughter. On our last episode, we had our very first encounter with Passion Lip, we saved a Seraphix survivor, we defeated Vlad the Third, and lastly, we met up with our supposed archer-to-be that got transported with us here at a chapel, home of which was Emia Altar. So, with that wee tidbit in mind, let us continue henceforth in the digital realm of Seraph. Yeah, that rolls up the tongue a little bit better than,
ところで、なんでこんなクエストを用意しているのかですか？先輩からやらしい。正解はゲームクリアの後で。
as I was gonna say though, that sounds a lot better off the tongue than just always saying Fate Extra Triple C collaboration event, because we all know it to be that. So yeah, I'm gonna roll with whatever thing I come up with. But anyway,
量子通販サイト BB ダイナーにようこそ。サクラメントは溜まっていますか？諦めてどんどん私に還元しちゃってくださいね。
oh baby girl, I'll hand a lot of things over to you, but for now, I would like this church key, please.
次なる秘密に突撃ですね。
Hi, Missy. But right ho, let's go and see what this last blip in the first act is going to be all about. We also get a quartz for this. Oh, the finale of Swan Lake returns. Never before have I felt so wounded by the mere price of goods. Oh, that sacrament gone! It may have been necessary, but it saddens me nonetheless. Didn't think I'd see BB selling the gate key herself. I bet she just found it lying around too. What a filthy money grubber. Huh? Isn't BB the one who turned Seraphix into Seraph? Why would she sell us anything? Since I was created from a part of her, I kind of hate to admit this, but... she's kind of warped. Nothing she does has any rhyme or reason. Let's just try this key out. Does it work? These records are secret and can only be viewed by one person at a time. After playback is concluded, the records will be erased and their contents cannot be saved. Do you wish to proceed? Huh? Oh, that means only Seraphix admins are authorized to access it. I think it sends the data directly to the brain of whoever's viewing it or something. Basically, it means we won't all be able to find out what it says, just the one who hits the enter key. Which leaves you and me, since we're the only humans here. Oh! I'm a little scared, you know. I think I have a stomachache. You can have this one, Dave. So what are you going to do, Dave? We've come this far. I'm going for it. Confirmed. Playing back records from February the 7th, 2019. Ooh. To the one viewing these records, I want to leave a record of myself behind before I forget everything. In 2016, I was invited to join Seraphix's team as a mental health specialist, a therapist. Heh, even in this body, I can't help but smile when I think back on that. The first time I was told I'd be working at this church, I remember laughing aloud at the sheer weight of reality crashing down on me. Still, historically speaking, priests and churches could certainly have been considered early providers of mental health care. So while I was a bit resentful of the choices that led me to that posting, I went along with it in the end. After all, this offshore oil rig was a unique environment, plus I didn't have anywhere else to go. So I vowed to do whatever I could to help those struggling with mental health challenges here, no matter what was required of me. Everyday life here on Seraphix was fulfilling. As an oil rig with a two-layer structure, both its buildings and the relationships of the people who lived here and worked in them were enormously complex. The more I came to know about Seraphix's inner workings and secrets, the more excited I grew. There was the standard crew and the ones with special privileges, oil harvesting and magical energy harvesting, a day staff and a night staff. It was inevitable that friction would develop between the different groups. Every night, I dealt with countless patients in my position at the church. I want to go back to land. I'm tired of dealing with everyone. I want to die. They should shut this place down. They should expand it. After listening to all sorts of complaints, I started to wonder why Seraphix was even created. I have no doubt whatsoever that it was made with the highest of ideals. Those ideals just turned out to be too big to be compatible with the way most people's minds work. January 2019, something very strange is happening. We lost contact with the outside world, and strange accidents keep happening all around the facility. The nearly 200 people left are in a constant state of mild fear. Many people were injured. As a therapist, I've been joining the medical team to help victims on site. That's when I saw something I should have never seen. Countless eyes, glowing in the darkness, a monster preying on human minds. Oh my! February 2019. I've begun to change just like the other staff members have. I can't trust anyone else. I only care for myself. Even the thought of morality has become intolerable. Feelings I've been suppressing all my life are flooding back. It brings me to tears, wondering how it has come to this. There's another festival taking place outside the church tonight. There's a bonfire, gunshots, men smiling eerily, as if they'd gone mad, sacrifices. I see it, and I feel nothing. I can so clearly sense how cold my own mind has become. Yet, in spite of all this, the obligation I felt to my job remains intact. After all, the whole reason I was brought here was to provide care for the mental staff's health. So even if I'm the only one left, even if I end up getting killed, I must soothe this increasingly unhinged group's collective hysteria, help preserve their rationality. March. Today, they smashed in my left eye. They threw me into my house like garbage. I used the last of my strength to lock the church door. I have to record this. I have to record this. I'm not scared of outside visitors. I'm scared of myself. I don't want anyone to see how I've changed. Everyone here has been consumed by madness. That's fine. I can't do anything about that. But I'm not like them. Something else has taken a hold of me. Something even more terrible. I can feel my own mind being stretched thinner day by day. My own life is fading away. I'll kill them all. I'll kill them. Those scums. Those... Oh my gosh, it just keeps going. Oh my lord. Oh, sis. Calm down. Oh my lord. Oh, okay. I'm just gonna let it finish. And then I'll click the log button. Right, let's go. I'll kill them all! Kill them! Those scum! Those idiotic working class lowlives! That's it! The Planetarium prototypes! They will make it easy! That's what this facility is supposed to be for anyway! So I'll do it! I'll use them as they were meant to be used! I can't let the beasts that hurt you roam free! Those fools! Those lackwits! Those maggots are even lower than beasts! Very well! If they want hell, I'll show them hell! I could have sworn I heard someone saying something like that. I can hear one of the mad people, the assistant director, maybe screaming. Show them a real hell. When I hear that, I can't help but shout out, "You brought this on yourselves." Ah, this is terrible. We're all victims, yet I still detest them. I'm not the same person I used to be. Somebody, please, help me. Do not go into the planetarium. Do not continue its experiments. I'm young, only 25, but I want to remain myself. So please, somebody, anybody, kill me. Kill me now before I get taken over. Gosh, that was awfully tragic though, eh? Oh. I can tell that whatever you saw unsettled you. I know it must be difficult, but can you tell us about it? Everyone here got cabin fever, formed a cult, and went on a perch, huh? I figured as much. So they were possessed, right? And here I thought BB created this whole mess just for the fun of it. Indeed, this must mean the crew summoned BB out of their own accord. regardless of malign outside influence. That poor priest, although I don't remember there being a planetarium around here. The planetarium is in the middle of Seraph. It's the power source that's digitizing Seraphix. You knew all along, Meltrilus? Oh, I'm sorry, I thought you already knew that, seeing how it's completely obvious and all. Well, now you know where your ultimate objective lies, right? If you want to fix Seraphix, you just have to find the planetarium. And if you want to do that, you should stop sifting through useless records and keep on exploring. Indeed, I admit that it vexes me to see us essentially playing into baby's hands. It is, however, worth noting that we managed to find all the routes while gathering sacrament. I believe it is time we start exploring further. Further? I don't even want to set foot outside anymore. So wait, does that mean that you're going to leave me here all by myself? No, I shall remain with you. I still do not cherish the idea of travelling with Meltrilus, and we cannot be certain that enemies will not find this base. If it is okay with you, Gawain, I will remain behind and keep both this church and Lady Mabel safe. Of course, Tristan, if all goes well, we shall soon return with good tidings. What? No, sir? Well, look at you two. Is this what they call a bromance? Oh my, how cheeky. As knights, they both know what it's like to be tied to their positions. They can't afford to be slaves to etiquette during really dangerous missions. As for me, I've got my own things to handle. You can take care of Dave. You do not have to tell me that. What is it you will be doing? There's more than one way to skin a cat. This'll all be over if we take out all the other servants, right? So that's what I'm going to do. Don't worry, I'll stay in touch. Let me know if you find any servants. While you lot are fighting them, I'll sneak up and stab them in the back. Talk about raring to fight. I believe that is for the best. That archer does tend to stand out, after all. So we can draw the servants fighting each other towards him. Let us explore unimpeded. Oh, so that was his plan all along? I had no idea from the way he put it. He could have just said, I'll distract them and be done with it. Maybe he's shy or something? Definitely not. He just likes to do let me rephrase that. He just likes to do his own thing. At any rate. Dave, we may have a concrete goal now, but you still need to be careful. Since we're back at the church now, you know what it is you need to do, don't you? Rest up, right? That's right. I'm glad to see you've learned a thing or two by now. Okay then, I'm heading out. I'll see you again in about 6 hours. Then again, if we go to the central command room, you might be able to find a way to escape. You can also contact Chaldea from there. This place hasn't completely become Seraph yet, so they should still be able to observe you. The nice thing about ray shifting is that they can always bring you back as long as they can observe you. Oh, that's just such a lovely smile, too. No matter how unusual Seraph might be, as long as they can see you with Sheba, you can go home. So what do you want to do? Me, I'm an alter ego. I don't think I can leave this place, or that I should. But you can escape from here, and you should. I'd be willing to fight to help you do that. Dave, I only formed a contract with you out of necessity. You didn't have any servants back then, so I had no choice but to save you. Just knowing that is enough for me. I've already got my reward. I'm an alter ego, not a human. From your perspective, I'm more like a doll than a person. So please don't be sad. Whenever you feel sad, it dulls me down to my toes. And nobody needs a prima ballerina who can't even stand on pointee, right? So cheer up already. As long as you keep smiling, I'll be on your side. I won't run away, no matter what. Not even if the evil witch who created me turns out to be behind this whole thing. Don't worry, I'll use my best grand fouet to make sure you have a way forward. Oh, you're sweet when you want to be, huh? Honestly, even after hearing that, even if I was in this master's position, I would not leave at that moment. I would want to resolve this whole thing with her. Yes, she's an alter ego. Yes, she is perceived as a monster. But to me, she's just human like any other. She just has her own quirks. Alright, Gate Key has been added to Event Item Exchange. Well, I think I'd like to keep this one a shorty, as this did finish up the first arc. So I think with that in mind, this shall be our ending point, as short as though it may be. So, folks, thank you all for watching this episode of Fate's Grand Order, and I'll see you all next time as we continue on our digital delve through Seraph. Ta-ta for now.